Hello, everybody. This is Zulu Sabanjo. How are you doing? And today we're going to be talking about how can you sell more? How can you sell more? And if you're here with me live, why don't you just do hashtag live? And if you're doing the replay, hashtag replay. I believe my mic is on. Yes. And if you can hear me loud and clear, please write something in the comments so I can connect with you as well. Yeah. So if you're out there and if you're watching on YouTube or anywhere, welcome. I'm so glad to have you today. Yeah. So again, today what we're going to be talking about is how can you sell more? Okay. Last week, I think it was last week that somebody was asking, I'm not sure if it was last week. Let's see who's going to join me today. How do I sell more? Okay. And I'm in this video, I want to share with you how I am able to attract more clients and sell more of my high-end and low-end, products. Okay. So it's extremely important that you pay attention to this today. If you have anything, especially if you have something that you're selling that is a game changer for the people that you're selling it to. So I'll be very glad. By the way, I didn't get my comments up. And if you're joining me for the very first time, you're very welcome. My name is Olu Sobanjo. I'm the video sales strategist and a business coach. I help you launch and package your expertise into profitable businesses that you can actually turn into a profit-making machine that you sell online without any hesitation, and you just go out there and you sell. If you're joining me for the first time, please, whoever is there, please say something in the comments so I can know you're there with me and I can connect with you. And while we're at it, please, if you have any questions, what I'm going to be talking about today is how can you sell more? So if if you can relate, can you relate with that? Please put something in the comments and let's, I'm just getting a warning that sitting down, I actually hit hit 6,000 steps. Can you believe that while sitting down? Great. Okay. Yeah. So, if you're there and you want to join me and you have a question or something, please type it in the comments. I'll be very glad. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this today is I know a lot of people, like I said last week, somebody was asking me, how do I actually get more paying clients. And if you're at this point, it's a valid thing because, a lot of times we have great products. If you're there and you have products that you're selling, please also put that in the comments. I'll be very glad to know, the kind of product that you sell so that, and when you put it in the comment too, you never know, somebody may be interested in what you're selling. So please be free, show up and I'm going to talk a lot about that today. Yeah. So we have these products that are game changers. You have this solution that people really need. But the thing is, if people don't know about your product, they're not going to be able to buy from you. Okay. So this is why I want you to, take a moment today and just look at how can I sell more of the products that I have. Now, this would not work for you if you don't have a product yet. Okay. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't have a product. But if you don't have a product, the first thing to do is to actually have, an idea of what you're trying to sell. And there are strategies that you can use to do this, which is, find people that you can help and interview them, see what they want from you, and you can actually create a product, test it and see, if it's something that people want to buy. But this today will be more applicative. Can you say that? Applicative. This would apply more to people that already have something that they are trying to sell. Okay. And maybe you've sold it before, or you're just trying to sell, a few, maybe you sold a few of it before and you want to sell more. Now, the question that you're going to ask yourself is, first of all, this product, Okay, am I sure that it's going to actually bring results? Okay, whatever it is that you're trying to sell, is it, are you solid that this product that you have, and when I say product, it could mean service, it could mean product, okay? But whatever it is that you're selling, is it going to bring the results to the people that you're selling it to? Okay? So if you can be 100% sure that this is, whether it's you've been able to use it for somebody else, whether it was paid or free, it doesn't matter, but you've been able to solve a problem for somebody. I don't know why I always go back to, you do PowerPoint presentations. Okay, I'm always saying that. I don't even know why I say that. But PowerPoint presentation, we can measure. Somebody, a sales representative, and an executive, a manager has a product, a meeting that they have, that they need to get out there, and you've been able to actually design the kind of presentations that actually brings the results that the sales manager is looking for. Now, that sales manager was happy, and you got, maybe you got paid for that or not. Okay. Or maybe it was at your job, maybe that's what you do at your job, right? And you already know that my PowerPoint presentations are game changers for people. And so what that means is, that your product is valid. Now, if you're, for some reason, when you have itchy nose, that's the situation. That's the situation right now. I don't even know why that's happening in the middle of a live presentation. Anyway, means I'm a real person, okay? I don't know why my nose is itchy today. Please forgive me if my nose gets itchy again, okay? So I don't know who is there. Please tell me something. Let me know who's watching live. Okay. Anyway, so if we've been able to validate that your product is great, your product is good, the next thing that we need to do, okay, is we need to, I'm actually going to share with you 3 steps that would help you sell more. Okay, 3 steps, 3 things that would help you sell more. The very first one, and a lot of people, miss out on this. A lot of people ignore this. Okay, and this is the biggest of the biggest of the biggest of the biggest, that would determine whether you're actually going to be able to sell or not. The first one is, what's the problem that people that need the solution, okay, what's the problem they're trying to solve? Now, a lot of times what happens is, and I've been there, a couple of times too myself, that you spend a lot of time and energy designing and creating and packaging a very fantastic, fantabulous, product. Okay, you create this big product, it's shiny, it's blingy, it's really good. You think, oh my God, people are gonna really love this. But the thing is, when you bring it out there, and that shiny object, that's really glamorous, guess what? My nose again. I don't know, guys. You have to, I don't know why. Please, if you're there and you have an idea of what's nose itchy, what could that be? I don't know. Today I'm just itchy in my nose. Anyway, yeah. So you create this product, and thanks for being gracious with me for my nose situation. Somebody says situation. Yeah. Is it TD Jakes? Yeah. So, you have this product, and it's a great thing. First, go back, okay, a few steps back, and ask, what's the problem that the people that need this solution, what's the problem they have? Now, a lot of times, because, if you listen to different coaches, you would have heard this. If you listen to, different talks, you would have heard this. And a lot of times people underestimate how powerful this can be, and how strongly connected it is to the amount of sales that you're going to have. Okay. If the people don't know why they are buying from you, they will not buy. Okay. Okay. And there's a way we can also even look at it. Every single problem that you see around you is an opportunity. Okay. Every single problem that we see in our world today is an opportunity for more sales. Okay, so if you think about it that way, you look at your own product and say, yes, it's when you say I want to sell my products and you go out there and you're saying the features and benefits and advantages of your product, people sense they are trying to be sold something. Okay, and so what usually happens is, subconsciously they pull back and they're afraid, or sometimes they just don't even hear what you're saying because you're not talking about them. You're talking about your product. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to ask yourself, what is and even if you can even find people that have the problem that you're trying to sell, please interview them, buy them lunch. Okay, buy them lunch and ask them, okay, what is the problem that they're having? Now you may be thinking their problem is X, and most of the times, 90% of the times, their problem is Y. Okay, and so if you now see why when you go out there and you start to talk about your product, people would look at it, and because their problem, now the truth of the matter is their problem may actually be X. You may be right, but they think their problem is Y. Okay, so if you bring it out there and you say, oh, what you need is a fantastic PowerPoint machine. That's what I sell, PowerPoint machine. Now, the sales agent, the manager that wants to do a presentation will be like, yeah, that's fancy, but how does that solve my problem? Okay, maybe they've even paid or bought some fancy PowerPoint machine before that, and so they're like, I don't see the correlation. I don't see how this is going to help solve my problem. Okay, so this is exactly why it's good to now listen to the people, find out what the pain they're having is. Okay, pay attention very clearly. Now, as you pay attention, you start to see and understand. Now, it takes a little bit of time and it takes a little bit of getting used to. Okay. Now, because what happens is when we go out, even when people begin to talk to us, sometimes we still hear what we want to hear. Okay. And we don't pay attention to hear what the people are saying. Okay. So please, 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 please. There's a lot of, there's some getting used to and getting to understand how people are talking and what people mean when they say this. Okay, there's a couple of, psychology that goes into understanding what the pain the people really have is. Okay, you understand that, you write it down, if possible record the conversation. Okay, now I do this all the time. Why? Because I'm always trying to understand what the people that I serve have. Okay, when I'm meeting a new client, I would record the call. Why? Because I want to re-listen to it and understand, okay, what's the pain? Okay, I see this is what this person meant when they said. It's extremely important, because if you don't understand their pain, you will not be able to solve that problem for them. You may think you have the solution. You may think you have, you have the answer to the problem that they have, but you may be wrong. Okay, now it's true, you may be an expert. You are an expert. That doesn't change the fact that you're an expert and you're great at what you know how to do. Okay, however, in the world of the person that you're trying to serve, you need to understand what their, problem is. Now, if you're watching live, can you relate to this? Can you relate to if you've been in a position where somebody was trying to explain a product to you and you find that it's just not, they're just not getting what you're trying to, what your pain is. They just telling you, oh, okay, this will be good for you. This will be, can you relate? If you can relate, let me get a heart or something in the comments, while you're doing that, while I go to the next, see my nose again. The next point that I have is, but please, give me a comment down in the comments. Okay. The next points that I have is, after you've discovered and really, what's that word? How you cut to the, you get to the bottom of the problem that they have. I can relate. Thank you, Patty. Yay, Patty is there. I can relate. Now, it's extremely important that we know what the problem is. Thanks to the heart. It's very important that we know what the problem is, okay? But the next thing, okay, that is also equally important is the transformation that they are looking for, okay? In their own words, okay, in their own eyes, from their own perspective. What is the result that they are trying to get? Okay, so let's go back to the PowerPoint presentation guy. Okay, sales manager wants to do a presentation. PowerPoint presentation designer is right there. Okay, if the PowerPoint presentation designer goes to the sales manager and says, buy my PowerPoint presentation, the sales manager has the right to decide whether they want to get this or not. Okay. Now, again, the question goes back to you. Have you ever been in a position where, you know somebody has a product that they are trying to sell, but you have, a problem? That doesn't mean when the person begins to say what the result you're going to get, you have the right whether to say, yeah, that sounds good, but I really don't care about that result. This is what I want. And this is extremely important. Okay, this is another thing that you need to master again. That as you begin to communicate with the people, you need to listen for what they're trying to achieve. Okay. Now I'm still learning. I'm always learning, right? And I'm sure that, thank you. I'm sure that, when you look at it, you think, oh, I got it. They want the best presentation ever. Okay. But trust me, I have discovered that's not how it is. Because if you don't understand what the client is looking for, you would think your product is the solution. And the truth is, your product is the solution. However, you must be able to communicate it in a way that makes them feel, yes, this is exactly the solution that I'm looking for. This is exactly the transformation that I'm looking for. And it doesn't matter what you sell. Now, if you're selling a phone, or you're selling a pen, or you're selling, Bluetooth thing, or you're selling cups, whatever it is that you're selling, think, what's the problem that they have? What's the transformation that you're going to give them? Always think this too. Extremely important. And I would not, I cannot say it enough, that knowing what the problem that your client have and the transformation that you're going to give them is these are the two things that would, amplify or increase the number of results that you start to get as a business person. You don't do the math and begin to say, oh yeah, I just bring 10 to the market and I sell 10 in the market. Now, if you do a dissection, if you dissect the step-by-step thing, you see the top salespeople. When you look at them, you see that they understand this and their language is very clear in the way they are communicating everything that they are saying. They say it so clearly in their language. Problem, transformation. Problem, transformation. A lot of times they just mention their product. Yeah, I have this product. But this product is going to give you this transformation. Okay, so extremely important, extremely important. Now, this that I'm sharing with you today is top level information, and this is this is what I teach my some of my clients are there. Teach my high level, high paying clients. Okay, extremely. Absolutely, Patty. Absolutely, Patricia. I have to call you Patricia on Facebook. They have to see the value in that product. If they cannot see the value in that product, forget it. They would, some people would buy and they would just say, please, just leave me alone. Okay. And a lot of products are kept, are the best kept secrets up till today. Even though you have the best product, it still stays as a secret because people cannot see the value that you're bringing to the table, that you're bringing to their life, that you're adding to them. Okay, and so it's extremely important that they see that you feel their pain, you feel their pain, you feel the challenge that they're having, so that when they, when you see the transformation that is going to give them, they'll be like, wow. But if you talk top level, high level communication and you say things that fly over their head, what they do, thank you, Patty, for adding, Patricia, for adding that, because people will not be able to buy from you if they cannot perceive the value that your product brings to them. Okay. Now, the third thing that, which is the foundation and the center and the core of my own business, okay, where I get my clients all the time. The third point that I want you to pay attention to is actually videos. Now, can you imagine right now you're watching me in a video? Okay, it's a live video. You can see, my nose is itchy, okay, and it's still itchy, and I'm not even sure why my nose is itchy, right? And but it's bothering me, it's affecting my video, but for some reason, I'm here. And whether you're here live or you're here watching the replay, you're here with me. Okay, now can you see that videos has a way of connecting you with your clients? Now, when you do videos, your clients can see you. Okay, they can see that, number one, you're real. You have itchy nose. Okay, sometimes, and they can see that, whether it's perfect or not perfect. They can see that whether you can communicate, clearly the solution that they are looking for. Okay, and I would not stop saying this, because this is how I've been able to build my business to where it is right now, that I do videos like this, and then all you have to do is just communicate with them what you want them to do next. Okay, so what I want you to begin to paint a picture in your head, and a lot of times, the reason why I say this, some of you may already be at a comfortable, place where you're able to just go on a video and just share your videos and and all that, but some others are not. Okay, and that's why I always want to show you the advantage. Okay, now the advantage of doing videos is the people can see you real. Okay, they can see you, they can check you out, they can see you, but more than the checking you out, what they're doing is they're actually connecting with you. And I would always say this, that you know how in the movies, when you watch a movie, you suddenly begin to feel like the actors, because it's video. Okay, you feel like the actors. There was actually a day that I went to the market. This was back in Nigeria, and I can imagine even today, if I go to the market and I see one of these, there's this movie that we've been watching as a family. My children have been, making me watch this this show called WandaVision. So if I suddenly enter into Walmart and I suddenly see Wanda, okay, I'm going to feel like I know Wanda. I want to feel like I know Wanda. So in this market in Nigeria, I had gone there and I was just passing through the alley, and I saw this man. His name is called Olu Jacobs. And I for some reason, I just felt like he was my distant uncle. For some reason, deep down inside me, I felt like, oh, Uncle Jacobs, And I tried to approach him. Unconsciously, I was approaching him almost with the mind of I wanted to connect with him. But then I realized, oh, he doesn't know me. Okay? So video gives you that connections, okay, that would bring you to your clients. But more than bringing you to your clients, it helps you to enter into their world. It helps you to connect with them. This is why look at our world today. Video is everything. Everything right now is on Zoom. Thanks to COVID, right? Everything is on Zoom. Everything is on one kind of video or the other. This is a video. YouTube, Now, I want you to think about it. When you go to the grocery stores to buy things, okay, or anything that you go to buy, don't you realize, do you notice that you suddenly, the things that you see in the adverts, the brands that you see in the adverts, those are the ones that you actually get drawn to when you go to the shelf in the stores. For some reason, that's how it works, okay? Because of the fact that the people can see the brand online, now with your videos, it's not brand, and it may not be at the level of branding. However, because it's you, people will still feel connected to you more than if it's not video. Okay. Now, and it doesn't matter whether the people like video or not. It doesn't matter. I'm a person that I'm biased about videos because I do videos and I watch videos. Okay. I'd rather watch videos than read text. Okay. Now, and so because of that, I am biased. And so again, if you start to look at, the problem that people have, if, for example, timing and all that, and they're, tight on time, and they need to connect fast. Some of them, it's video that they're going to go after. Some of them may not go after videos, but what has worked for me, what I know is working for me, is videos, and I would say it over and over again. Now, can you relate? Have you ever gone to the store and you found yourself buying the product that they were selling, in an advert last night, or a couple of, or you drove past a sign, okay? Because that thing stays in your mind, whatever it is that was suggested to you stays in your mind. You feel like, what, this may be able to solve my problem. And when you go unconsciously, you go to the store, you buy that. Okay, so this is why videos are very important. Okay, and it helps the people to to be able to see that you're the kind of person, maybe I like her, or I can connect with her. She's wise enough, like she has experience in this, and people can read your body language. They can read all of these things. They can see your itchy nose. For those of you that are joining live right now, that are just joining, we're talking about how can you sell more. And I'm going to do a quick recap, just to wrap everything up. 3 things that I want you to focus on is, the very first one is nail the problem and the pain that your clients have. What problem are they trying to solve that your product can solve? Okay. Now, if your product cannot solve it, it's good to be, clear with them that, I don't think this can solve your problem. Okay. And then the next thing is understand what's the transformation that they're going to get by working with you, okay, or by buying your products, okay? And then the last one that I was just ending with just now is videos. If you do videos, you will be able to, fast forward your ability to be able to sell. Okay. Again, we're not talking quick money now. And sometimes it's quick money. Like at the end of this, people usually with my work, after a video like this, somebody would type, how can I help? How can you help me further? Okay. And this is how clients come in. Okay, sometimes they would write in the comments, other times it comes in the DMs, other times it comes by email. Okay, so it's the next thing after a video is the client now wants more from you. If the problem that you're talking about is something that they want to sell. Now, I know a lot of people here are listening to this and you're thinking, yes, I know that, videos would be a good thing. I know there are so many things that I need to, understand. I want to mention to you that my Video Like a Pro challenge, I'm going to have another one coming up. Actually, when is it? I have to find what the date is. It's going to be in 2 weeks, I believe. It's, I'm trying to see, on the 17th of March. Okay. On the 17th of March, from the Wednesday, we're going to have another episode of the Video Like a Pro challenge. And so, so you're trying to, you want to do videos. How do I do my videos in a way that it's actually good quality video, that people that love what I sell, so that, you can gain that, that instant credibility. Okay. That's what video can do for you. Videos will give you that instant credibility, especially when you do it well, when you know what you're doing, when you're knowing what to, what to put inside, and all the ways to make it look professional. And because as an expert, you don't want to look like you don't know what you're doing, right? So Video Like a Pro challenge is going to be happening on the 17th of March. And to register, I'm going to put a link to this, to the comments of this. It's olusobanjo.com/videopro. If you go to that link, you can register and let's get your video quality to the next level so that you can have more sales coming in from your service. Okay. Thank you, Patty. Patty says, I highly recommend it. I learned so much from this and solved one of my problems I was having with videos myself with my glasses on. Fantastic. Fantastic. That's a very good one. Yes, I remember that. And for some reason, the next session, there was another person that had the glasses issue again, so if whatever it is that you're trying to, see, how can I make my videos look really professional so that other people can, benefit, so that, so that my product doesn't continue to gather dust in the house, so that, my service, people can actually see my service in the world. Video Like a Pro challenge. So I'm going to put a link to this. Thank you, Patty, for that beautiful recommendation. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I am so glad, to be working with you, on your business. Patty is actually, you're looking for high-end sales, high-end cleaning services. You want to start a business that makes you good money in a cleaning business. Sometimes you look at some of these businesses and you're like, oh my God, but high-end cleaning services, okay? I was telling Patty in a client meeting yesterday that I can't hire her. I can't afford her service. Patty, do you remember that conversation? But if you're looking for somebody that can, coach you to have that kind of cleaning service, where you're only serving the high-end clients, there are ways to do it. And I believe Patty is getting ready to announce a program that is also going to help you, to understand that. So if you know anyone that wants to do that, yes. So register. Anyway, we're going to look out for that. We're going to be talking about that in my page and my group and everywhere. So yeah, so if you're looking for, how to improve your videos, comments below, or I'm going to put a link to this. Register for the Video Like a Pro challenge. And again, I keep saying it's happening, it's coming. After the Video Like a Pro officially, my membership is going to officially start. And because I'm sure some of you are asking, yes, I'd like to even learn more on how to master problem, transformation. We're talking about how do you, what are some of the things that you put into, making sure that the problem, you understand, really understand how to do this. It's already available. So if you go to storysellers.com, storyssellersacademy.com, you can register, you can be a part of the membership right now, but I'm still working in the background, and so we can, but immediately after the challenge, the academy will be live and open. All right. So thank you so much for joining me live, Patty. Thank you for every one of you that are there. I'm so glad, always glad to hang out with you on a Tuesday afternoon. It's already 3:33, so it means I've gone past by 3 minutes. Sorry about my nose thing. It's still very itchy. Now, if you have a solution to my nose itchy, just put it there. Thank you for the thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you around on Facebook, and I look or YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube. And don't forget to register for the Video Like a Pro challenge. It's gonna be in the comments after this. God bless you and take care. Bye bye.